All right, guys, I don't want to take too much time on the front end. Everyone has recording access. If you have a question for Coach, please raise your hand. With that said, if someone wants to start us off, the floor is open.
Matt, I was curious if Russell and Dennis aren't able to go as well with Greg now on IR. Who is your backup left tackle after Trent?
Would be Schofield. Excuse me, I was trying to put together Schofield with the ability for Moten to always go over as well, and then Montero and Caskey. One of those guys will get probably elevated off the practice squad.
And I guess just Greg going on IR, disappointing for him to end his season that way.
Yeah, but he's made progress this year, and just kind of got banged up in practice yesterday. He's made progress, and he'll continue to make progress. So I'm very positive about the direction that Greg is heading.
Jonathan, did you have a question?
Oh, I was going to ask a question Elena asked. Matt just kind of answered it.
All good. Do you guys have any more questions for Coach?
Actually, I do want to have one question. I mean, you've kind of answered this, Matt, but I guess a lot of fans wonder this. If with Christian McCaffrey not playing, why not shut him down for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I've answered that so many times. I think there's a great thing I saw yesterday. Jason Kelsey from the Eagles. I think there was a tweet I saw where he talks about the importance of winning. Winning organizations and winning cultures win. They don't just win some of the time. We're trying to win all the time. We're not winning right now the way we want, but we're trying to win. And so nothing more than that, really. And I think Christian probably has a say in that as well. So if Christian wants to play, I don't know that I have the right or the responsibility to tell him no.
Thanks. I just wanted to ask it directly. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Let's go to Jason Brown for the next question, and then Bridget Condon.
Thanks, Preston. Hey, Coach. It's Jason Brown, Spectrum News 1. Of the guys you've got listed as questionable, are there any that you are, hesitant to say that they're going to play on Saturday night?
Russell hasn't practiced all week. He's been working to come back. So, we'll see. We'll see how he feels at game time. And the other guys have practiced. I think I don't know how they've practiced limited. Trey hasn't missed any snaps all year. He's playing really good football right now too. So, but they're kind of all in that category. But I'd say obviously Russell hasn't practiced all week, so we have to see where he's at.
And then with the jumble that the offensive line had really has kind of been, a mismatch all year. You guys have been dealing with injuries and whatever the case had been. The challenge that is posed to this offensive line and pieces that you're going to have available to you come Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, we need 5 guys to go out there and function as one. Moten's played every snap this year. Paradis has played every snap. Johnny's played a ton of football this year. Reed's played pretty much every snap after he got off COVID, and Trenton's played a lot of good football. So those guys have all played, and they played well together. I think they have a good chemistry. Tyler Larson's a guy that can go in and help us at a ton of places. Schofield started for us and can play. So I think Pat Meyer, our offensive line coach, has done a fantastic job all year getting guys ready. But I think our players have done a great job getting themselves ready and flipping themselves from, right to left, guard to tackle, whatever needs to be done, they've done. And I think our practice squad guys have developed. So, whoever goes out there, we're going to expect that they compete at a winning level.
Let's go to Bridget for the last question.
This is kind of off topic. Sorry, I didn't think anyone else would have a question, so I thought it might be a good time to ask you. I'm doing a story on the Man of the Year nominees and just kind of the evolution of what that means from when it started in the 70s to now. And I just was interested in your perspective. And do you think what we categorize as a Man of the Year is maybe different in 2020 with everything people have had to deal with the pandemic, with the social justice movement, and other things that have come up this year?
It's a great question. I want to give a great answer. I probably would need a little bit of time to think about it because it's thoughtful. What my initial, sort of initial reaction, I guess, would be that, yeah, I mean, 2020 is a year in which those who have to give. Those who can have to go do something. And so when you talk about, social injustice, racial injustice, I think of our nominee, Shaq went out and protested, didn't just talk about it. He went to go be about it and work at it. Then at the same time, as I said the other day, like within meetings in these walls was someone who not only talked perspective and gave perspective, but as best I could tell, also listened and contributed to the dialogue that needed to happen. So there was action, and then there was dialogue, and that continues to this moment. And then, in terms of giving to kids and to people who need it, we're all very blessed in this building, and so for us to go to a community center, for us to go to have a foundation or work with people, people are hurting in 2020. And so I think what it means to be man of the year is more this year than just giving some time and going volunteering and do some things, which are all really important. I think giving and I think contributing to who we are as a society is really, really important. And as we probably look back, the way our world goes moving forward, the way our kids, look back at this time will depend a lot upon what the adults, what us as men and women do right now to make sure that our kids who aren't even in schools right now sometimes are taken care of and are healthy, both mentally and physically. And so that's long-winded. I apologize. But I think someone like Shaq, that's why I was proud to see him represent us and go out there and be our man of the year, because I know he truly lives those things.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. Coach, we appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you.